pictures.
Yeah.
Say it.
Let's see.
Oh, we don't have a clip. Hello. Oh, I was very excited. All right. Well, nonetheless, Julia is back. Yes,
Thank goodness.
Julia is back
Welcome
from her
back.
3-week-long cross-country road trip with her son Zane, doing all kinds of cool filming for Zane's movie.
Yes.
Why don't
it
you
was
tell us
amazing.
about that first?
I want to know more.
So it was amazing. So my son came up with this idea of he wanted to write a film and then contact different theater companies all across the country. So we traveled with a bunch of equipment, which I was scared to death to leave in the car every night. Take out of the car every night. But it was so much fun, and we met different actors in Indianapolis, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota has amazing actors. Can I just tell you?
Wow.
We could just go back and film all the time in Sioux Falls. They were awesome.
Wow.
How cool is that?
And we went to Erie, Pennsylvania, and we went to Kalispell, Montana, and we just met all these different people who really want to work in film and are love acting and love movies and are so talented, but just don't get the opportunity. And we got to work with them, and I was shooting it, which was so much fun to have a camera in my hands again.
Back to your roots, man.
And my son was directing me, which was, I wasn't sure how that was going to go. It was awesome. It was so funny.
What a journey.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Really
so many
wonderful.
memories.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Let's talk about The Meg.
The Meg.
Yes.
Not me, but the movie.
No,
The actual
but
movie,
it's
yeah.
funny because I did go see it with a friend of mine named Megan.
Oh,
she
that's
actually,
funny.
she made me see. Sometimes I get scared of scary movies, so
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a scary movie. It is not a scary movie. It is a fun, huge blockbuster-y type movie. It's not Jaws, which was so brilliantly done, and it's more like a drama. This is a fun. Look at what she's wearing. I mean, the production design in this was awesome. The little girl was awesome. The jump scares came, but you knew when they were going to come. It sort of warned you. Sometime it's going to come. And so you could enjoy it. And every time a scare came, I was just laughing and having so much fun. You know, it's not the best script in the world. The characters are fine, but they're, a little, the girl was the best.
Yeah.
But the thing that is most interesting to me about this is that it was the first Chinese-American co-production that actually did just as well opening weekend in China and the U.S., right?
Is that common?
No. So in order to have a film show in China, if China only lets in a very limited number of films every year, but if it's made there, then you get in. So all these American companies are trying to do these co-productions, but they're finding it does better in one or the other, and that's not enough.
Interesting.
But this did great in both.
That's awesome.
But that's part of the fun of this because it did so well in China partly because all of the Americans died gruesome, horrible deaths.
Oh my God.
Bloody death, right? In a funny, fun way.
Yeah, in a funny way.
It is, they're this billionaire who thinks he's, it's some American stereotypes, but the Chinese die when they die, and they very rarely die, there's no blood. And it's so
very
beautiful.
beautiful.
It's a beautiful
and
death.
it's so majestic.
Oh, yes.
So it definitely, but
Too amusing.
because when you have a script that you film in China, it has to be approved by the Chinese government.
Right.
So you have to show reverence for Chinese ideals. So it's really fascinating, and I felt like the acting of the Americans was great. The acting of the Chinese was great when they were speaking Chinese. When they were speaking Mandarin.
Wow.
But the lead, she was so awesome. She was a Chinese actress when she wasn't speaking or when she was speaking Chinese, but when she was speaking English, you could see the wheels turning in her head of trying
really
to do the
had to think
translation.
about it. Yeah.
So and the best character was the little girl that we saw there.
She was adorable.
I think part of that is because she is I think hopefully a lot of the next generation is going to be, she's so comfortable with the Chinese-American crossover.
Yeah.
Right.
That she wasn't, English is so normal to her that she wasn't thinking about it. So I think that as the years go on, it's going to become a much more natural marriage. And right now, we're just seeing this uncomfortable melding.
Right.
So I'm curious how it's going to move forward, because movies have to do well in China if they're going to have a $150 million budget. So if we want to have these big, some of this, it's about an underwater scientific place, and it needs to be $150 million for that to be real, and for us to believe this is a huge shark.
Right.
So in order to make that happen, we need to be able to have something that's going to do well in China and America, because there are more screens there now than there are here.
So it sounds like it's a good date movie.
Yeah.
Such a good date movie, because you're going to grab, you're going to laugh, you're not going to be
You and me.
I know, right? We might have to go see it.
We might have to, yeah.
I love it.
Awesome date movie.
Julia, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
got to be honest, I'm surprised
Me
by
too.
this one.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was surprised too. Happily
Good
surprised.
surprise.
Thank
Good
you,
surprise.
Megan, for making me go see
What do
it.
you know? And I'm so glad you had so much fun with Zane.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Welcome back.
Very excited. Yes, we're so glad to have you.